He came to the game in 67 chains on, with his girl on his arm, and sat like, I don't even know if he watched the game. I don't even know if his head did this. Savannah don't look at LeBron like those white women look at LeBron. The way they look at LeBron is they're dicked out. And what
What did LeBron do? Step to him real quick.
And did what?
It don't matter.
He didn't fear anything. He gave that look like that French look like nigga, what? Like, he was not scared at all. Are you fucking kidding me? He ain't in that arena with no pistol. So it's hands on hands, nigga.
Right.
Let me see how the hands work, nigga. That's the type of energy you gotta be on. This is your boy Iggy.
It's your boy Woods.
You are now tuned in to another episode of Hip Hop Who's Podcast. We want to thank everybody who's been supporting me and my brother, man. We are working hard for you.
Yes.
How you can support me and my brother right here? Share, like, tell a friend to tell a friend, all that good stuff, man.
Yes.
Like it. Turn the notifications on, and send us a message, man. If you have any topics that you'd like for us to talk about, man, send us a message. Don't be afraid.
I'm up for a back and forth all day, every day, man. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Check out the website, man, hhhoops.com. And shout out to our distant cousins, Title League. Let's get it.
They're working, baby. They're
yes,
working.
Sir.
Let's go.
Family. Let's get into it, man. We got a big show today. An exciting show. A lot has happened over the weekend. Let's start with NBA playoffs.
Yes.
And we'll go to the Clippers versus Denver Nuggets. This is my favorite series, I told you. What is your thoughts on this last game? The score was 101-99.
Right.
You had Joker, obviously doing Joker things. What did he have? Like 36. He had 36, 21 rebounds, 8 assists.
Yeah.
Joker things. This is what he does. But Kawhi Leonard,
he's out here, man.
22.
He's putting everybody back on notice.
Yeah.
When healthy, he's a top 5 in the league. For sure.
But the one thing I like about playoff basketball is the intensity. Like, now, I wish this would be like this all year round for all 82 games. I'd watch NBA. I'd watch a lot of NBA during the regular season. But, you got guys, they're going crazy right now.
Right.
And, you had a little scuffle with Denver and the Clippers and a couple of love taps here and there.
Yeah.
But what would be, imagine those guys got thrown out. So say Aaron Gordon was gone.
Yeah.
You had James Harden gone.
Right.
You had Christian Braun gone.
Right.
And you had let's say those Chris Dunn.
Right.
Keep Joker. I know he was involved.
Right.
But, so imagine those guys were gone. How would this game turn out?
Clippers would have won.
They would have won?
Yeah. Because they're more deeper.
Aaron Gordon, yeah.
They're way more deeper than Denver right now. I think in regards to Denver, they got their starting 5. And, Michael Porter Jr. is playing with a bum shoulder. Their bench is not that deep. Westbrook wasn't playing.
Yeah. What's wrong with Westbrook?
I don't know. I don't know what
something
happened.
Something about a leg injury, I believe, something like that.
But
yeah.
There you go. So
wow, it must be serious.
Yeah, I think when it comes to coaching,
right,
Clippers got the edge a bit. Even if those guys were to get kicked out of the game, yeah, Clippers would have won that. I personally think. I was just happy to see Denver come to LA. That LA Clippers arena is bumping.
Insane.
All in all, great game. And
this series is 2-2 now.
2-2.
What is your prediction for the rest of the way?
I think it's Denver in 7, man.
Denver in 7?
I think Denver in 7.
The experience, James Harden got a lot of experience. Kawhi has a lot of experience. Norman Powell got experience in the playoffs.
Coach Lou got a plethora of experience. That coaching staff,
as far as the coaching, yes.
That coaching staff, LA Clippers coaching staff trumps Denver's now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Right.
Missing Mike Malone.
I think it comes down to Jamal Murray. I think in this series, I think it comes down to Jamal Murray if Denver's going to win.
And please don't have Jamal match up with Kawhi.
He hasn't been shooting the ball well. He hasn't been shooting the ball well this series. He hasn't been shooting the ball well. He's had some clutch moments.
Yes.
For sure. Had some clutch moments, but overall he hasn't been shooting the ball well. And listen, he has to be Jamal Murray that we know of.
Yes.
For Denver to go past the Clippers.
Right.
And to move on. Because we all know who's waiting for them.
Right.
OKC's over there, they're chilling.
Right. They're chilling.
So and Kawhi is playing like the Kawhi that we know. Like, Yeah, I think he sent a text message to Patrick Beverley saying like, "I'm finally healthy."
Yeah.
Like crying emoji.
Right.
Right. And Kawhi is looking like the best player. Well, Joker is the best player in the series, but Kawhi is looking like his old self.
Yes.
Like a top 10 player in the NBA. We haven't seen that for quite some time.
Right.
My question to you and everybody else, we're looking at Kawhi Leonard. Where would you rank Kawhi Leonard in the small forwards of all time? I guess you have the two top guys. Probably three. LeBron 1.
No.
KD 2.
No.
Pippen 3.
No.
Where's Kawhi? Is Kawhi in that mix?
Kawhi will be top 5 for sure. But the one name that you missed, I agree with all 3 names that you just said. You're missing Larry Legend, baby.
Larry Bird. Yeah,
Larry Bird,
my
of course.
apologies. Yeah. Larry
You know
Bird.
what I mean?
How can I forget that?
So I'll go Larry Bird, LeBron.
Larry Bird's 1?
Of course.
Oh,
Of course. The best small forward ever goes
about that,
to
man.
Larry Legend. Hands down, man.
I can't agree.
Killer,
with you.
man.
So you got Larry 1,
Right.
LeBron 2.
Yeah.
Who's 3?
I'm going to go KD 3.
KD 3. Now you got Pippen and
4.
Kawhi
5.
Okay.
And Pippen gets the edge over Kawhi just because he was healthier longer.
I can't argue with that. I can't argue with that. If you look at the all-time peaks, if we look at who had the higher peak, Kawhi had a higher peak than Pippen.
I mean, remember
he's been the number one guy.
Right.
He's been the number one guy. Pippen's never.
When Pippen got a chance to be the number one guy that one time,
he never led his team to a chip.
60+ wins, I believe.
He never led his team to a chip.
All-Star MVP.
He's never led his team to a chip.
They got bamboozled in the playoffs against the Knicks.
He never led his team to a chip. Okay, I got 2 questions for everybody, man. This is real good. Who are the top 5 small forwards? The top 5 small forwards of all time. Oh, I gotta. He got Larry. He got Larry number 1. He got LeBron 2. You got Pippen 3.
KD 3.
KD 3, Pippen 4, and Kawhi 5. Talk to us in the comments. Let us know your top 5 small forwards of all time.
Yes.
And who had the higher peak, Scottie Pippen or Kawhi Leonard? I want to talk to us in the comments. Let us know. So moving along to you got the Pacers and you got the Bucks. Pacers finally won a game at home. The series is still 2-1.
Yeah.
Pacers.
Yeah.
I still don't get a good feel of that series for the Bucks. I don't feel good.
Right.
Like I think the Pacers have that. They just have that number. It's a bad matchup.
I mean, if the others for the Bucks really step up, you know what I mean? Like Gary Trent had a pretty good game, very good game actually. Portis did his thing. Everybody contributed, and I seen something that I never seen before. That he kind of channeled his Weber State days. Dame was playing defense.
Oh,
I think his hate towards Halliburton.
Oh my God!
Really want to shut him up. So you have to really turn it up on the defensive side.
I love it.
You know what I mean?
Your shit. I love it.
I love it too.
I love that shit.
But the best way to shut somebody up is on the defensive end. Lock them up.
Or win the game.
Or obviously win the game. That's a given. But like in that process of winning or losing, when you're battling, you need that stop. Or you need a couple of stops. You got and it's mono a mono.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Halliburton plays such a huge role in regards to what Pacers need to get done in regards to starting their offense and all that good stuff.
They're like probably the top offense, one of the top offenses in the NBA for sure. And the way they don't allow it to stick. They love to push the pace. They play a very high pace game. And to be honest, the Bucks look old.
They do.
like Brook Lopez, he can't play in this game. He's a better matchup in the Cavs series where they have the
when they got the two big.
Yes, and they don't run as much. Like it's not a pace game. So I got an interesting question because Giannis right now is shooting 74%, man. Shooting 74% from the field. First game 37-12, second game 34-18, third game 36-12 with 2 blocks.
And I think tonight's going to have another 30-10 game too.
He is doing what he's supposed to do.
Yeah.
My question to you, if the Bucks lose in the first round, does Giannis ask for out?
Yeah, he's out. He's out.
And can anybody get at him for asking out? What is your thoughts?
Miami, OKC, Brooklyn, Golden State, and there's one more team. Maybe.
He's gonna go to a big market team.
Big or small, man. It don't really matter. Like Houston Rockets. You know, those are voids I could see him filling in. Yeah, and those teams have the assets to actually make it work.
Well, what are you gonna give to get Giannis? You're gonna have to give half the team,
right?
But my question to everybody, I want to know if Giannis loses in the first round, does he ask out of Milwaukee? Talk to us in the comments. Let us know. So the Knicks, this series has been crazy. It's
been good, man.
Detroit versus the Knicks. Very physical.
Yes.
Your boy is putting on a show. Your boy here is putting on a show.
Can you give him an apology?
Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson? I thought you were going to say OG Anunoby, baby.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Come on, baby.
This guy said OG? I didn't even know this nigga's in this series. Is he even playing?
Man. OG's doing his thing, baby. Shout out OG,
give
man.
Him
Shout out OG, baby.
He showed up more than Mikal, though. That's the thing.
Mikal had huge threes this game when he was hurt. When Jalen got hurt for that little second or whatever, yo, it was freaking Mikal Bridges and the big man.
Cat.
It was those two guys. Fuck, it wasn't no OG. What the fuck was he doing?
We're just talking about this. Are you talking about this game? I'm talking about the entire series.
I'm talking the whole series too. I don't know he's out there.
OG's out there.
I want to give a shout out to Jalen Brunson.
Mr. Clutch.
This nigga is 32-5 and 11 assists, 37-9, 37 3-7, 34-2-8. Come on. The guy had like 13. He ripped off like 13 straight when he came back from injury.
That's cool.
He's sunning Schroeder. Schroeder's trying to like battle him. It doesn't make sense, bro. They got the wrong guy.
Hey. All I gotta say is he kind of seen the light because the first two games he was kind of icing out Cat. He was not distributing that rock to Cat.
Needs to get his big ass down low, bro.
But he ain't touching the rock down low.
Get your big ass.
So he's figuring it out. He's figuring it out right now.
No, man.
He's figuring it out. He needs more touches.
He does.
Now he's getting more touches. Now look what's happening, man. Even though they're still only winning by like 2 or 3 points. You know what I mean?
Listen, New York has the better talent overall, right? Detroit, they play hard. They play aggressive, the old school style. During the game, they went on multiple runs. They went on a 10-0 run at one point.
Right.
The game is still in reach. They went on a 9-0 run at one point. The game is still in reach.
Right.
Yo, this guy comes back on the floor, reels off 13 or 14 straight. Him, Jalen Brunson. They can't. I told you guys from the beginning, he likes that physical basketball shit. He loves it.
Right.
He ain't phased. Him and Ant Edwards, they like that shit. They feed off of that shit. And he goes off, reels off. But my question to you is, the last second shot, Knicks win by 1 point.
Right.
The last second shot with Tim Hardaway Jr. in the corner.
Yeah.
He jumps, but I don't think it's his traditional jump shot. To me, he was to the side, ass to the side, pause, like trying to get that foul. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is that a foul? I want to know, everybody in the comments, was that last play by Tim Hardaway Jr. in the corner, was that a foul or not? Talk to us in the comments. Was that a foul?
Well, the refs, after review, after the game, they went on social media and said,
fuck all. I don't care about that shit.
They said it was a foul.
Call that shit during the game.
They should have. It was a missed call, but throughout this whole playoffs, you've seen a lot of missed calls.
Yeah, but they've been. This is the playoffs, bro. Right. We're not doing all that soft shit. This is the playoffs.
And that's the beautiful thing. The theme for this playoffs is physicality, because they're introducing it back. Physicality versus finesse. You know what I mean? And who's going to last? And right now, the physicality piece is winning. Because even watching Orlando and Boston play last game, in the post game, because it was very physical, Jaylen Brown was like, yo, do we got to fight? Like, is it going to end up?
Shut up, man.
I'm just saying, just because, and you're seeing what they're doing in Golden State. You're seeing how they're guarding Steph. You know what I mean? They're grabbing, holding. Coach, the Houston coach is on some, yo, refs are going to let you play. You know what I mean? So, physicality versus finesse. That is the theme, and I'm loving it, man. Guys are answering the bell. They're saying, they're showing that they can play physical. You know what I mean? The refs, are just being a little, I don't know, man. I don't know. The refs are missing a lot.
Last call. I mean, last game. Well, not last game, but Minnesota versus Lakers. Timberwolves are up 3-1. What is your thoughts on this series so far? And Edwards had 40. What did he have? 43 last game. LeBron James had 27 through three quarters. Ends up not scoring at all. I think he only had like 2 shots or 3 shots in the fourth quarter, but doesn't score in the fourth quarter. But starts playing some defense.
Yeah.
LeBron looking like the young LeBron out there guarding, playing D.
He is.
Well, shit. Luka can't guard a soul.
Right.
Austin Reeves can't guard a soul. Like, them two dudes, they are pylons.
Right.
They cannot guard worth a damn. And Luka, the shots that he was making in the first half, wasn't really making them in the second, right? Start off early. They've been starting off early. Austin Reeves didn't start off early. He had 0. He went off, I think he had like 13 or 11 in the third quarter. Didn't really score. Didn't do anything because he had 3 fouls. But this game was all about Ant Edwards.
Yeah.
He was pushing LeBron like, it was like he kind of like wanted to let LeBron know, like, nigga, I'm here.
I'm here, man.
This is my league now, nigga. And he was pushing him.
And I like that. He did that last year against KD. He did it this year against LeBron. Like, you know, the league is his. It's up to him if he wants it. Real talk.
Yeah, Minnesota is now 3-1. I don't think
they want to give it to Joker. They definitely don't want to give it to Shea. You know what I mean?
They want American-born player to have it.
So, you know, and I don't know why they don't want to give it to Jason Tatum. But anyhow.
Yeah, he probably deserves it if
anything. I mean, but it is what it is, man. All I got to say is my bad, Unc. You know what I mean? It could be 10 mil. It could be 50 mil. It could be Buffalo Bills. Mini and 5.
Wolves and 5. Wolves and 5. It is crazy.
Crazy out here, man.
Yo, anyways, moving on, talking about Orlando Magic with Cory Joseph, man.
Yeah,
like,
man.
This right now the series is 2-1. Boston's winning. They're playing as we speak right now. I'm not sure what the score is. What's the score right now? 60-58.
Yeah.
Orlando? Okay, Boston's winning by 2 right now. Is it third quarter? Third quarter right now. We probably won't have enough time to tell you the finish of that, but I want to give a shout out to Cory Joseph, man.
Yeah, man.
33 years old, starting in the playoffs.
Yeah.
He's played with a bunch of different teams, man. You know, who would he play for? The Spurs, Raptors, Pacers, Kings, Detroit, Golden State, now with Orlando. And he's a starter. Right. And no one talks about it. No one's talking. We're talking about the Shades. We're talking about the Nikhils. We're talking about the Jamal Murray. But we got my man over here, Cory Joseph over here, and he's starting. One of the original.
You know what I mean? With Tristan Thompson.
Not the original, but one of the originals.
I think
to break through.
The originals to break through.
Yes, like, to break through.
After the Denham Brown, Javon Shepard, after that era.
Yes, they broke through. Him and Tristan Thompson.
And they got to shout out DeVoe.
No, 100%. He was a monster. 100% a monster. Another guy who doesn't get talked about enough in the city. But Cory Joseph, back to Cory Joseph, like, not the original All-American come out of Canada. Obviously, that belongs to Olu.
Right.
A lot of people don't know that as well. Olu fam. He was the first McDonald's All-American to come out of Canada. And now you have these two guys who broke through. Tristan and Cory, they were McDonald's All-American. They both went to Findlay Prep in Henderson, Nevada, and Las Vegas. You know, they were that prep school. They both go to Texas.
Right.
Now, you know, they get drafted. You know, they were both all freshmen on the freshman team at Texas, you know, doing well. Cory Joseph started off hot, you know, led the team in scoring for like the first 4 or 5 games. Cory Joseph gets drafted 29th overall by the Spurs. You know, doesn't play that much first year. Second year wins a championship.
Yeah.
With the Spurs, beats Miami Heat, wins a championship. And I'm talking, if you want to talk about a pro, like, he is definitely one of the pioneers in the breakthrough of this thing, man. Always been a captain on a Canadian team. Always played when they called him.
Right.
You know what I mean? Should have been on our team this year, whatever.
Right.
But we got to give him his flowers. He's doing amazing, and we just want to let him know that we're thinking about him and we appreciate him. Definitely one of the pioneers in Canada basketball.
They say the best ability is availability, and Cory Joe is forever available.
Yes,
to put in that work.
Absolutely.
Let's go, man. Salute to you, my brother. You already know.
But moving along, I want to talk about, you know, I want to get a little creative today, and I want to talk about we've seen some amazing seasons. Like we've seen guys had, some amazing NBA seasons. And I want to talk to everybody in the crowd and I want to know who had the greatest NBA season of all time as a player, not as a team, as a player. Right? You get me? So, you got Kareem and, in 75, 76,
right.
Where he averaged 28, 17, MVP, rebounding champion, blocking champions. I'll give you another one. You got Wilt. Wilt in 61, 62. We weren't alive at the time, but I'm just giving you numbers, man. He was 25 at the time. He averaged 50, 25 rebounds, 26 actually. He only averaged 2 assists, but scoring champion, rebound champion, and then we'll come closer. We'll say 21, 22. Jokic, age 26, he averaged 27.
Mr. Efficiency, bro.
14. He averaged 14, 7. He was the MVP. He didn't win the chip that year. You got LeBron, 2011, 2012. He was 27 at the time. He averaged 27, 8. 6 rebounds. He was MVP, Finals MVP, NBA champion. I do think the 2018 LeBron was the best version of LeBron I've ever seen. That Cavs, I've never seen a better LeBron than that version, 2018. Now you got Jordan, 96, 95, 96.
Yeah, come on, bro.
He's at 32 years old. He just came out of retirement. Well, he retired for 3 years, came back, midway season, lost to the Magics in the first round.
Yeah.
I think it was the first round. Lost. Yeah. Came back the next year, and this was his stats at 32 years old. He averaged 36 rebounds, or 7 rebounds, 4 assists. He was MVP, Finals MVP, NBA champion, All-Star Game MVP, scoring champion.
72-10.
And 72-10. That was his record.
Come on, man. You retire. Houston wins back-to-back. You come back.
I've never seen that. That was half a hell of a season.
We're not. The best thing about that half a season, he gave Knicks 55. Went to the playoffs. Changed his jersey. Took a fine for it.
Yeah.
From 45 back to 23 because them young boys in Orlando were just talking smack.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Took that loss. Horace Grant, the traitor.
Yeah.
Beat the Bulls.
Jordan said he remembered that when Horace Grant was jumping up.
Jordan was like, all right, Space Jam. I'm gonna call all you guys. We're going to have our runs. I'm going to get back in shape. I'm going to start busting y'all asses. Space Jam, classic. Comes back 95, 96, 72-10.
Crazy.
And reels off 3 chips back to back to back. Man, that run right there, that 95, season, 96.
That 95, 96 season was crazy.
Nuts.
But I have a good one that's close too. Shaq, 99, 2000. He was 27 at the time. He averaged 29. Pretty much 30. He averaged 30, 14. He averaged 3 blocks. He was MVP, NBA champ, Finals MVP, scoring champ, and All-Star MVP.
No answers for him.
That was Shaq 20. That was Shaq 2000, 99, 2000 season. I'm going to go with that, man. I'm going to go with Shaq 99, 2000.
I'm going with MJ, man.
95,
96, 72-10.
Talk to us in the comments and let us know who had the greatest NBA season of all time. Talk to us in the comments. As a player, talk to us in the comments. Let's move along. I want to talk about some hip hop, man. So, we had some interesting things that happened over the break. You had Kevin Gates and LeBron James. They've been going at it.
Yeah.
I don't even know if this record is real or not. I don't know. But Kevin Gates and LeBron James, right? So Kevin, to get some context behind it, whoever doesn't know, probably everybody knows, but anyways, Kevin Gates, he goes, I'm not even sure why he said this, but he goes on and he talks about Savannah. Someone said, would you change places with LeBron? He goes, nah, I would never change places with LeBron because I don't like the way his wife, Savannah, looks at him.
Right.
So everybody's like, what the hell, where'd that come from? Like, what? Mm-hmm. And he goes, nah. He goes, yo, Savannah don't look at LeBron like those white women look at LeBron. And he goes, those white women, the way they look at LeBron is they're dicked out, whatever that means. Right? That was the word he used. Right? So, and he was like, nah. He goes, Savannah, when LeBron comes in the room, he goes, these white women be looking at LeBron in awe and be like, oh my God. And he says that Savannah, when he be doing the handshake with her, she looks annoyed.
Right.
And he's like, bitch, you used to look like Lamar Odom.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why he said she. I was trying to find pictures back in the day of Savannah,
Right.
like, and see where she looked like Lamar Odom. I have no clue why he said this shit.
Right.
Right? LeBron James, he responds.
Right.
Everybody was like, why you respond to this guy? You're in the playoffs, LeBron James, passive aggressive. He responds on the internet.
Yeah.
And he says, kings don't respond to peasants.
Fact.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And he goes, he says, babe, what to next or something like that. And it's a picture of her smiling at him.
Right.
So Kevin Gates chimes back in and he goes, I don't care who, he goes, I love LeBron as long as you're celebrated. I don't care if I have to fall out with you. I don't care if I have to lose friends. As long as you're celebrated, I love you. So job is done. And then he said something about, it's Easter, but what comes out on Easter? The bunny. The bunny's hopping around. So he is wilding.
Yeah.
The interesting thing is Kevin Gates goes to the Lakers game.
Yeah. Courtside.
Come on, man. We know what a Lakers game goes for. In the playoffs, especially. That's like 30, 40 racks probably.
Mm-hmm.
Courtside?
Mm-hmm.
Lakers game? So peasants don't do that. Yeah, he had one for him and his girl. Brittany Renner or whatever her name is. PJ Washington's baby mother, right? Peasants don't do that. If you're a peasant, you can't afford to go sit there. So I think he was letting him know, like, I'm a king too.
Mm-hmm.
But my question to you is, why didn't LeBron James approach Kevin Gates the same way he approached Stephen A. Smith? Stephen A. Smith was doing a job and he was critiquing his son. People took it the wrong way, felt like he was critiquing his parenting. And, but LeBron James did say, keep my son's name out of your mouth.
Right.
So obviously I don't think LeBron James was focusing on parenting. I think he was focusing on him talking about his son.
Right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
My question to you is, why didn't LeBron James approach Kevin Gates the way he approached Stephen A. Smith?
Real hoopers, we don't fight street ninjas. You know what I mean? Kevin Gates is a street ninja.
He was sitting like this.
You feel me? Like
he was trying to take 3 or 4 seats. He was sitting like this, 100 chains on.
Yeah. No shirt
underneath.
Right?
Like he went like it looked like he went for that action.
I'm like, bruh, LeBron has way too much to lose.
But
I personally feel LeBron's 6'8", 230.
Right.
He's way more athletic than Kevin Gates.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't know how well, LeBron's knuckle game is.
There you go.
Right? But I feel if he hits him, Kevin Gates gonna feel him. If he just grabs him, Kevin Gates gonna feel that. But why would LeBron do that? You feel me? That's the $1 million question. There's no need. He has way too much to lose, man.
Mm-hmm.
And then, as a street ninja and a rapper, all you got is your name, bro, and your reputation. LeBron goes and presses him. Then Kevin Gates.
He could do it at halftime.
Kevin Gates got to go back to the streets.
He could do it after the game.
Man,
or at halftime.
It ain't a good look, bro.
But you know what? LeBron set himself up by approaching Stephen A. Smith. You set yourself up by doing that. So now people are looking at you like you're a bully.
Right.
If you didn't, my whole thing is when you approach Stephen A. Smith, I was like, that was cowardly of you to do. For what? Stephen A. Smith is 70 years old, fragile. So you set yourself up when you approached him. Now people are saying keep that same energy with Kevin Gates. Because Kevin Gates said something probably even worse. He's talking about your wife. That's all I'm saying. You got to keep the same energy. You can't pick and choose who you want to approach.
But Stephen A. made $100 million off of the majority of his. He's been doing journalism for
many years, over 30
years, right?
25 years, 30 years, yeah.
But ever since him and Skip came with this whole MJ versus LeBron debate, it's been going. That debate alone has been going on for decades.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just say, you know what I mean? Maybe LeBron and his team's looking at like, yo, Stephen A. just made $100 million off of critiquing me, keeping my name in his mouth for decades, 10 plus years.
Mm-hmm.
Got $100 million.
Good and bad though, all bad.
Not all bad.
No,
you know what I mean. But all in all, you still have his name in his mouth, so he had to check him on that. He felt he had to check him.
You don't think that was cowardly to check Stephen A. Smith? during a game, not outside.
I know.
Not on the road, not after the game. You check them during a game. You check Stephen A. Smith. People are gonna say, "Well, Stephen A. Smith is Stephen A. Smith."
Right.
Kevin Gates ain't no bum broke nigga now.
But
for him to be able to come to a Lakers game, he ain't no bum broke nigga.
We ain't calling him that. But I think personally, despite he spoke
about your wife.
He has a massive fan base, but he's been in the news lately because of his female.
Yeah.
And she's covered up now, like
yep.
hardcore Muslim now. Like, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So that's bringing up a lot. Considering she was just a guest speaker with Coach Prime 2 years ago or so at Colorado.
Yeah.
Talking about, these are the type of girls you gotta look out for,
right.
blah, 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 blah. So, come on, man.
Was he looking for a moment? Probably so.
Probably.
But you set yourself up when you ran up on Stephen A. Smith.
And I
now everybody is saying, keep that same energy. Don't pick and choose.
Nah, you gotta pick and choose, bro.
Nah, you can't pick and choose. If you're gonna be a bully,
that's straight gonna lead to fisticuffs.
Oh,
and who's gonna win?
We don't know that.
LeBron gonna win, bro.
We don't know.
LeBron gonna win.
We can
bro.
say you're 6'8". I seen plenty of 6'8" punks.
That is true too.
So we don't mean because he's taller and bigger, he gon' slump him. Kevin Gates is like 6'1", 6'2".
I'm just saying
he ain't no chump.
But what is motivating? If the way people are talking, you know what I mean, and it's not just people. You got to defend your wife by any means.
You
right?
defend. She can't defend herself. She's a woman.
You got to.
So
she has her platform. She can roast them all she wants.
As a man,
right?
You got to go defend your woman. So how is Savannah? You can't hold Savannah at night no more. She look at you like, nigga, you supposed to knock that nigga out, bro. What are you doing?
I don't think she
ain't the same, bro.
I mean, but with having that battery in your back from your wife, if Savannah really wanted a man to go deal with him, LeBron would have probably stepped.
I guarantee at home she said, nigga. You better go step up, man. You better go step up.
Too much money on the line,
There was too much money on the line with Stephen A. Smith. And you ran up on him. There was too much money with Stephen A. Smith and you picking and choosing.
But I think
Don't pick and choose when you want to be a bully.
Low-key, LeBron did Stephen A. a favor. Look, Stephen A. was riding that. He's still riding that to this day.
Yeah, but that's content. He always going to ride. Stephen A. Smith is the greatest at this thing. He always going to find a way to get content and get people talking.
But you got the biggest superstar, the face of the NBA,
every day
hollering at you in a negative manner.
I know.
You got content for days.
I know, so
LeBron gave him an olive branch.
You have to listen. He should have never ran up on Stephen A. Smith, and nobody would feel this way.
You can't run up on a street ninja. You cannot do that.
I think LeBron James is a great basketball player, but he's very passive aggressive, and he ain't about that. He goes straight to the internet and does his internet games. But now you're messing with a guy who just doesn't care.
Listen.
Now he came to the game in 67 chains on with his girl on his arm and sat like I don't even know if he watched the game. I don't even know if his head did this. He was just like this. Like, nigga, step up. I want you to do what you did to Stephen A. Smith. Do that to me. And he was sitting like this. I'm a king. I ain't no peasant. I'm a king. Do what you did. I think that's what he did. That's the type of time. We don't see Kevin Gates at Lakers games or basketball games. I follow Kevin Gates. I don't see him ever at no games.
Listen.
He went to the game for that specific reason, hoping that LeBron James ran up on him.
LeBron caught the play.
And LeBron caught, but you can't pick and choose.
Listen, man.
You can't pick and choose.
Look what
I would respect it.
Look what happened today. Gobert thought he could bust a Kevin Gates. Gave him an elbow to the back of the head.
And what did
LeBron do? Step to him real quick.
And did what?
It don't matter.
He didn't do nothing though.
You didn't see Gobert fold like a lawn chair?
No.
Yeah, he did, man.
No, I didn't. Gobert did not fold like nothing.
He folded like a lawn chair a little bit, man.
He didn't fear anything. He gave that look like that French look like like, nigga, what? Like, he was not scared at all. Like, and I know people are gonna be in the comments, but don't cape up. We gotta pick and choose. I would respect LeBron James if he did not go after Stephen A. Smith. I would respect it. But once you went after Stephen A. Smith, you opened the door. Everybody's like, you can't pick and choose.
But LeBron did tweet back. You can't pick and choose. He did respond.
Dude.
Kevin Gates.
Man, nigga,
it wasn't direct.
You should have did the same thing. You should have did the same thing to Stephen A. Smith. I don't deal with peasants.
But LeBron has mentioned Stephen A. Smith in tweets for many years.
Don't pick and choose, man. Talk to us in the comments, man. Do you think LeBron James that was a whole ass move from LeBron James, not approaching Kevin Gates like he did Stephen A. Smith. Talk to us in the comments. Let us know. Before we go, let's talk about so Young Thug has a new song.
Yeah.
The song is the name of the song is, I'm not gonna play it, Money on Money, featuring Future. Listen to it. Future's part has a switch beat. I don't love it. I don't hate it. What's your thoughts? I don't love it. I don't hate it.
I love the beat, man. I just like the fact that Young Thug is back, bro.
Yes.
With music.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep. It's always a good day, man, when Thug is back in music.
You know what I mean? He's bringing that energy. Album's gonna be dropping soon.
Yes.
I like the track. You know what I mean? It's something
I don't hate it.
It's something you can bump to while you're lifting weights.
Yeah.
It can go.
Right.
It can go, man.
And I know he also had an interview. He did the video to the song, and it was kind of like Otis with Kanye West and Jay-Z, right? Ye tweeted out like it was cool, but it wasn't like Otis, right? And then Thug tweeted back like, "Damn, I let Ye down, or Ye doesn't approve," or something like that. Right. So he was in it. He had an interview, and the guy asked Thug about the Not Like Us song, and he mentioned he goes, well, you know, Kendrick, you know, what is your thoughts of Kendrick mentioning and talking about, you know, speaking on Atlanta dudes, and he goes, he goes, yeah, you know, Kendrick speaking on Atlanta, I didn't understand that. Like that was I don't know, I didn't get that, but you know, I'm a Drake fan. What is your thoughts on that?
Said it. That's just what it is. He's riding with Drake. I think nowadays it's either your team Kendrick or your team Drake.
You know what I got from this? Shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about. Don't speak on us. Right. Because a lot of people were on the fence with this. Yachty, when they spoke about Yachty, you know, he was on the fence. Right? You know, you have you know, 21 Savage. No, 21 Savage kind of spoke up. Said he was Drake. But you had 2 Chainz. He was on the fence. Right. A lot of guys were on the fence, and they didn't come for, you know, Drake's defense. And I think this was it. This was the one guy that I seen was direct. Like, I'm a Drake fan. Yeah. Like, I don't know what that nigga's talking about. Facts. Right? So, you know, Not Like Us is aging like milk, or is it aging like wine?
Well, milk does turn into cheese. You make some grilled cheese out of that shit later on. You know what I mean?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I mean, everybody gonna be backpedaling soon, man.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's all good, man. I heard Joe Budden and them talking about it. I was like, I'm not gonna
Some
say
Sexy
nothing,
Songs
man.
for You is probably the album of the year.
Yeah, you know what? Go on.
The backpedal game is crazy.
Go on easy, man.
Before we go, I want to go back to the Stephen A. Smith. I mean the LeBron James versus Kevin Gates.
Yeah.
Carmelo Anthony versus Kevin Garnett. What kind of energy was Carmelo Anthony on when Kevin Garnett said his wife tastes like Cheerios?
Oh man, back, take it to the back. Let's go. He went to their bus. He went everywhere. He was looking for him.
That boy was in the back of the bus.
He was waiting. Yeah, in the tunnel.
You speak on my wife?
Yeah,
my wife.
No, real talk. Real talk.
That's the type of energy you got to be on,
But those are 2 hoopers, though, man.
Hey,
I'm just saying.
Stand on
Hooper,
business. Don't
Street
pick and,
Ninja.
Don't pick and choose.
2 different entities, man.
Listen, one thing you would know and will know, Kevin Gates ain't coming there with no pistol. He ain't in that arena with no pistol. So it's hands on hands, nigga.
Right.
Let me see how the hands work, nigga. That's the type of energy you got to be on. That Carmelo Anthony energy. Anyways, that's all I got.
Yo, shout out Ray Moon. She just dropped a single, man. Mind, Soul, and Body, you know? Check it out. It's on all social media platforms, man. And yeah, man, want to just shout out the dads real quick that have their sons in sports and following them on their journey. If you're a coach, if you're a mentor, if you're all of the above, man. It was kind of sad to see what happened to Shedeur Sanders. You kind of see the same thing happen with LeBron and Bronny, with Carmelo and Cayenne. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? You're kind of seeing the general public kind of navigating the narrative of their involvement. Yeah. And because of their celebrity, their sons can't be that nice. You know what I mean?
Ain't no way he should have been the 144th.
Ain't no way, man. And I just feel like we got to stop doing that. You know what I mean?
Well,
like,
the NFL is it's a racist league, so
we got to stop doing that, man. The LeVar Balls of the world, Dads have been doing this forever, man. So let's just continue to support. Let's just continue to support and encourage our fathers,
Yes.
our young hoopers, our young football players, just our young professionals on the come up.
Yeah.
If you got your father promoting you and helping you get to where you need to be, even if they were pros themselves and they got the answers to the test already,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's up to you to do the test.
Yep.
So let's just respect it, man. I just
And
feel
prayers, we gotta have prayers out to Elijah Arenas, Gilbert's son.
Oh man, yes.
You know, he was in that car crash.
Yes.
I'm not. Did they say that the car lit on fire, or then they got to sue Tesla if that happened? But anyways, I think he's out of the coma now.
Yeah.
I think he's So prayers out for him that this won't affect anything and he can play.
Right.
I'm so interested in seeing him play at USC.
Right.
But before basketball, forget about basketball. As long as he's safe and healthy,
that's all that matters.
That's the main thing. So prayers to him and his family.
Yeah. And that's it, man. So, just continue to follow, man. Subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit that notification button, man. Tell everybody, man, that we're here, we're working, we're doing this for y'all, man. You know what I mean? And, just continue to support Hip Hop Hoops.
Let's get it.
Title League. Distant Cousins. We working.
We're out.